It's finally over. 2020 finally ended. This is your quarterly update for the last quarter of 2020. Well, investments went up last year. That's good, especially we were in a recession. And it's important to understand that we were in a recession and we got a good result with our investments. See, that can happen. The R word does not necessarily mean that your investments have got to decline. They went up, so we're in good shape. But why did they go up? Well, there are a lot of reasons, but one of the main reasons is there isn't anywhere else to invest. See, a good investor, or most investors, are looking for investments that can return them decent returns, but can also give them the opportunity to liquidate that investment when they need to have some control over that. A lot of stuff out there you get yourself into and you can't get out of it. Like art, you hang a picture on the wall. What's the value? What somebody's willing to pay you for it? And it's very, very narrow market. Same thing happens in real estate. You buy a piece of property, and now how do you get out of it? You got to go through the process of finding a buyer at a price that you're willing to accept. That can take some time. That's not really liquid, so you're illiquid with those types of investments. So all liquid investments in the fixed income part of the business are not worth doing because they don't pay you anything. Why would you do that? There's no return there. So that forces all of us into the stock market. And as a result, yeah, we're going to end up with a bubble. We're kind of starting to see one form. That's just normal. But even if we have a big drop, it'll follow with people buying right behind it simply because there isn't anywhere else to invest. So I'm going to continue to try to maneuver that type of market with the understanding that until the Federal Reserve starts to do something about raising rates, which I think they said they're going to go about 2 years at least, and they're not going to be worried about inflation. I think we're pretty safe to say that our investments should do well as long as we're in this environment where there is no other options. A lot of what's happened with us with the division and the politics and all, it puts fears into our heads and makes us all scared about what's coming, what's going to happen. And it makes us not all of us, but it makes some of us take drastic actions and react and do things that we shouldn't do. Emotional reactions are usually not good. So I want to tell you a little parable to end this video. And hopefully it'll make a point that I'm trying to get across. So there was this man, he's walking his donkey down a path. He comes across a wizard. Wizard says, when that donkey sneezes for the third time, you're going to die. Guy's like, what do you mean? He said, third sneeze, you're going to die. And then the wizard disappears. Well, the guy's like, oh my God, is that real or not? So he doesn't know what to do. So he's walking the donkey home and it sneezes. And he freaks out. Oh my God, there's only 2 sneezes. Please don't sneeze again, donkey. So when he gets back to the barn, he gets in there and he starts cleaning. He's getting all the dust out of there. Anything that can make that donkey sneeze, he's getting it out of there. Well, as it all kind of goes out the door, the donkey breathes it in and he sneezes a second time. So now he's just in a panic. What am I going to do? So he goes out and he finds 2 stones and he puts them up each nostril of the donkey. Well, the donkey sneezes. The stones come out, hit the man in the head, and they kill him. Power of the story is, quit worrying. Don't worry about what somebody says might happen. Usually they're wrong. If your worries put you in a position where they're uncomfortable, I want you to start writing down your worries and concerns on little slips of paper and go stick them in a jar and put them somewhere on your kitchen counter. In 3 months, come back, open up the notes, and let's see how many of those actually happened. I think we waste more time in our lives worrying. So just want to give you little words of wisdom here. I will come back to you at the end of this quarter. I am expecting we'll have another volatile year, but I think we should probably be okay this year. So I'll be back hopefully with good news at the end of next quarter. Okay, thanks.